Hi everyone, and today is 31st July and it is Wednesday. Right now it's 1:20 p.m. Singapore time, and it's time for me to give an update to my stock market trash talk series. I believe today's episode is my 28th episode, and I just did a brief check on my stock market trash talk series. Um, it has been running for 2+ years. Um, this is quite a major achievement for myself because I feel like I have that stamina to keep this series going, and hopefully there are more episodes to come after today. Without further ado, let's look at the market. Okay, the first one we should look at is the US 10-year Treasury note. And you can probably see from here, the US 10-year Treasury note is returning 4.14% per annum for the for the coming decade. So this US Treasury note is actually backed by the US government. If it's not the safest, by the way, I cannot think of another Treasury note that is safer than this. So I think this is the safest out there for any investor to invest in. And you should have full faith in the US government to pay you back your principal plus the interest that is stated here. And let's look at the performance of the S&P 500. So let me use Google instead of the Microsoft Bing. S&P. Okay, S&P 500 yesterday, it had a 0.5% drop. The year to date, it has a 14.6% positive return, and I would say this is quite a decent return. And we are still not done with the year yet. And we are probably we have like August, September, November, October, November, and December. We have slightly more than 5 months to go, and let's see how the end is going to end. Let's take a look at another ETF, the ARKK ETF, which I believe is a proxy for the growth stocks performance. I would say it's a very good proxy for the growth stock performance in the market. And yesterday, it had a 2+% drop, and the price per share for the ARKK ETF is at 40, slightly less than $45 per share, and its year to date is actually down almost 11%. And compared to the S&P 500, which has recorded a slightly less than 15% year to date return, and this ARKK actually has underperformed the S&P 500 index by quite a big margin. All right, so -11. On the other hand, positive 15%. So the underperformance is about 11 plus 15. That's 26%. So that is quite a huge underperformance, in my opinion. Hey, by the way, why I use ARKK ETF as a proxy for the growth stock, for the growth stock sector of the market, because it's not that I want to promote Katie Wood, the lady who has been managing this ARKK fund since the what's the inception, since 2014. All right. By the way, Katie Wood has been underperforming the market by a lot, And I don't wish to promote Katie Wood here, and at the same time I don't wish to give Katie Wood the loudspeaker to broadcast her message, and I don't endorse her message. But the reason why I take ARKK ETF as a proxy for to talk about the growth stocks sector of the market is because she mainly invests in growth stocks. She called the growth stocks are the future of the tech, okay, like of the future tech, which I don't I don't believe in her. But that doesn't mean I cannot use her fund to track the performance of the growth stock sector of the market. And let's continue to take a look at uh, my biggest holding, BRK, Berkshire Hathaway, Class B. Yesterday, it had a 0.67% positive return. And you look at the year to date, very good performance year to date. Okay, a 21.74% positive return for the year by now, and per share is at 441.26 US dollars. Okay, and I will say two points drive the Berkshire Hathaway to be the biggest holding of my portfolio. Number one, I kept adding Berkshire Hathaway B to my portfolio throughout the years. Number two, the rise in the share price of the Berkshire Hathaway B share. All right, so these two they work hand in hand, and right now Berkshire Hathaway B is the biggest holding of my portfolio. The other company, Markel Group, the ticker is MKL. So yesterday, Markel Group recorded a 1.27% positive return, and the share price is at 1,645 US dollars per share, and the year to date is 14.57%, which is quite comparable to the S&P 500 year to date return. And probably I would like to share with you guys the reasons behind why I have Markel Group as my second biggest holding behind Berkshire. Let me give you some background, and probably you can better understand my reason of buying and holding Markel Group for years. Okay, I started knowing Markel because Markel actually comes from Omaha state of the USA, which is the same state where Berkshire Hathaway comes from. So because of the proximity reason, so they are both they are both from the same state in the USA. So I get to know Markel after knowing Berkshire. And the other reason, and which is the main reason why I have been adding plus holding Markel Group for years, is I believe in the management of Markel Group, and they somehow have a similar investing philosophy like that of Berkshire. And by the way, they are the disciples of, the management is the disciple of the Berkshire Hathaway management. In a way, they have been learning from the Berkshire Hathaway model, and these two companies, they are the main. They actually they are in the insurance industry. They have a lot of similarities. All right, that's why I picked up Markel Group probably during the pandemic period of the market, which was I think March 2020. I started to pick up shares of Markel Group. All right, so I think that's about my sharing today, and hopefully I get to share more of my reasons why I do what I do, and why I invest in the companies that I have invested in. And that's it for today. And thank you for watching, and see you next time. And bye bye.